Hi, everyone. Welcome to 10 Minutes of Core. My name is Dan. I'm going to be leading you through this. If anything doesn't feel good in your body, please don't push through anything negative. Let's get started on our back. Knees bent, feet flat, about hip distance apart. Arms relaxed by your side. As you exhale, curl your tail, allow your lower back to flatten, and roll your hips up to the sky. Knees, hips, shoulders about one long line. Exhale, roll down slowly. Now, you might be wondering, why are we doing bridges as part of a core class? Well, your back line is still a part of your core, just the back side of the core. Your hips, right, your psoas, is integrated into your core and your spinal stability. So as you roll up into your bridge, you're engaging the back of the legs, you're opening the front of your hips. The core in the front is working to not allow your ribs to pop. Now take your time with these and really focus on trying to move one piece, one bone, one vertebra at a time. Yeah, and if you're feeling a little tight today, or if the hamstrings are a little crampy, maybe not going up too high to start, you might have to ease into this. You can always take your feet wider if the back of the legs are feeling particularly crampy, or if your lower back is feeling particularly tight. We'll do one more like this. Curling, rolling up, feeling some weight in your arms. Pause at the top of this one. Take an extra breath in. Arms heavy, collarbones open, feet heavy. The whole back line of the body is engaged. As you exhale, roll down slowly, upper spine, middle spine, lower spine. Right? Pelvis opens to neutral, and then feel the hip bones and the ribs come towards one another. Low back imprints, legs float up tabletop, and arms come to the sky. As you exhale, tap the right heel towards the floor. Inhale to lift. Exhale, left heel towards the floor, and inhale to lift. Now, I say towards the floor because you don't have to touch. I only want you going so low that you don't lose this stability through your pelvis, through your rib line, and through your spine. Maybe switch the breath. So as you inhale, fill the back of the ribs, fill the side of the ribs. So you're creating this kind of pressurized cylinder of stability. And then as you exhale, you can feel a little bit of a drawing in through the pelvic floor and those deep, deep, deeper abs. Couple more like this, making sure that the neck and the shoulders aren't tensing too much here. We'll finish off to the last side. So for me, it's my left side. All right, now I'm gonna take my right hand to my left knee. Left hand behind my head and chest can lift. So now I'm up off my shoulder blades. I'm pushing my hand and knee together. I'm gonna twist towards my left leg. So the one with the hand on it. My right heel taps down. I'm gonna inhale, return ribs to center. As I lift my leg, exhale, twist. Add that tap, inhale, center. Exhale, twist. Inhale, center. Try to keep that tension of thigh pushing into hand and hand pushing into thigh. Last two. So we're rotating through the upper spine, but the lower spine is staying stable. Last one. Find your center. Right hand to the head, left hand to the right knee. Find that pressure, and then twist towards your top leg as your left heel taps. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist. Now, can this be done with your head on the ground? Right? Do you need the rotation as part of this? No, you can always do this just with the taps, with the pressure of the hand. Last two. And last one. And then find your center, grab the back of your thighs, lift your chest up just a little higher. So knees over the hips, hips and knees about 90 degrees. Take a breath, your tail's heavy. As you exhale, slowly bring your hands to the back of your head. Take up some space. The slower you go, the harder it is. On your next breath, lower just the chest and the head down to the ground. Take an inhale at the bottom. Nod your chin. Exhale, curl up. Inhale, grab your thighs. Pull yourself up just a little bit off your shoulders. So you're using your arms to pull yourself towards your legs. Exhale, hands to your head, stay lifted. You should feel some ab work on that transition. Take a full breath and then lower chest and head down to the ground. The legs stay still. Again, inhale. Exhale, nod chin. Curl up. Inhale, grab your thighs. Exhale, curl up just a little higher. Feel your breastbone, feel your sternum sink. On your next breath out, hands to the back of the head, take up some space. On that next breath, slowly lower. One more like this. Inhale at the bottom, nod the chin, exhale, curl up. Inhale, grab the thighs. Exhale, curl up just a little higher. Tail is still heavy. Low back still a bit imprinted. On that next breath, take up space, take your time. Hands to the head, and then slowly lower all the way down. Lower the feet one at a time, and then make your way onto your side. Pick an arm, any arm. You're going to be on a forearm. You can always pad this up if you're on a harder surface, shoulder out of ear. We're one nice long line. My knees are bent and my feet are in line with the back of my sit bones. As I exhale, I'm going to push into my bottom arm. I'm going to lift my hips off the ground. So the side of my waist, the side of my core is working now. Option, take that arm to the sky. As you inhale, everything comes down. Set shoulder. Exhale, everything lifts. Inhale everything down. My bottom palm can be down or up or any variation in between. Good. Last two. Inhale down. Exhale up. Last one. Hold at the top. Now, if you want to advance this, my top leg can go long. If you want to take it a little further, my bottom leg can go long as well. So my top leg is forward of my bottom leg. My lower hips are still engaged, my rib line, my armpit line. I'm holding for another 5, 4, 3, 2. On 1, let everything lower down and switch sides. Again, these are just all ways to add on if you'd like. So starting on that opposite arm, knees bent, heels in line with the back of the sit bones, collarbones rolling open. As you exhale, set the shoulders, set your core, lift, maybe top arm to the sky. Inhale, everything comes down. So as I lift up, I'm pushing down into my limbs, my bottom arm, my bottom leg. So this isn't just side of the core, it's also side of the hips as well. Good. I'm just going to let my head go with me. Last two until we hold. Good. Last one. Lifting, holding. Now maybe this top leg goes long, it'll move slightly forward. Right? You can stay here, or maybe the bottom leg goes long as well. So I'm kind of scissoring the thighs together. Everything's lifted. Side of the waist is on. Right? Tailbone drawing down slightly. Holding for another 5, 4, 3, 2. Everything lowers down on 1. All right, we're going to come to the top edge of your mat if you're using a mat. Otherwise, just hands and knees, shoulders set out of ears, one leg at a time, steps back into full plank. So reach back through your heels a little bit, open your chest slightly. There's a sense of your chest pulling forward as your tail draws back. Try not to heft the head too far down. Also try not to look too far forward. So your head is just in line with the rest of your body. Inner elbows slightly forward, arms and feet are pushing down, waistline is lifting up. Now, this can be done on the knees. This can also be done on the forearms, right? Holding and breathing for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. On 1, lower the knees. The knees are going to walk back a little bit in space. You can bend your arms wide to lower onto your stomach. And then take your hands behind you, palms face down. They go wide, so hands wider than the mat. Legs hip distance, pubic bone heavy. Now, as you inhale, get so long through your spine, through the crown of your head, that your head and your ribs start to lift. So again, upper back extension, middle back extension. Exhale, everything lowers. Inhale, get long. Head and chest start to peel up. The shoulder blades will naturally start to draw a little bit in and down. And lower. Now, if you'd like to add on, we inhale, peel up. Maybe the arms lift, maybe the legs lift, right? So the front of the hips are opening, so the back of the hips, the back of the glutes can turn on. The front of the shoulders, the front of the chest has to open, so the back of the shoulders get to turn on. Everything lowers. Again, inhale, peel up, maybe add the lift of the limbs. So now we're working more of the back of the core. So 3D core. Everything lowers. One more time, peel up your version, whatever that may be today. Breathing in and breathing out for 5, 4, 3, 2. Everything lowers on 1. Push back, child's pose. Feet together, knees can open, arms can reach out in front of you. They can always reach back behind you if you'd like as well. Just a deep breath in and deep breath out. As you exhale, roll yourself up. And thanks for joining me for 10-minute core. We'll see you soon.